welcome to our podcast this week.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jason MacGregor. I'm the co-owner of MacGregor Wealth Management, a registered investment advisory firm located in Saratoga Springs, New York, and welcome to our market wrap-up. Last week, we had a mixed market result. The S&P 500 was down by about 0.6%. The NASDAQ was up 0.5%, and the big loser for the week was the Dow Jones, down 2.7% for the week. As we are in the middle of fourth quarter corporate earnings, last week's Dow was definitely dragged down by Goldman Sachs. On the 17th, they reported much weaker revenue. I think they came in at about $1.3 billion worth of revenue for the quarter, and Wall Street was expecting over $2 billion. So a big miss there caused the Dow to fall quite a little bit. Now, we obviously follow the S&P 500 much more than the Dow. The S&P is a basket of 500 stocks, a much better indicator of how the overall market is doing. This week, we have more corporate earnings on the calendar. The big ones that we'll be looking for, who are potential market movers, will be Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, and Tesla in the first half of the week. And the back half of the week, we've got Visa and MasterCard, followed by Chevron and American Express. On the economic data, kind of a quiet week this week. All eyes are next week on January 31st and 1st, when Jerome Powell and his good friends from the Federal Reserve meet to talk about what they're going to do with interest rates. Most people think that they might raise rates by 0.25%. I think that's consensus at this point. The surprise will be if they raise it by a full point. And I like to think more or look more at what their message is going to be going forward. The economy does seem to be slowing. They have a goal of keeping inflation at their target rate of 2%. It's much, much hotter than that right now. We are starting to see some pockets of lower growth. We've got house prices falling, gas prices falling. Food prices remain very sticky. They remain very, very high. Auto prices are starting to fall. And, if you're looking for something to worry about on the inflation side of things, China is reopening. They've been locked down in COVID for much longer than most of the world. And what would their reopening do to prices? Some people feel that that's going to keep inflation high for longer. Time will tell, of course. But the Federal Reserve next week will talk about and allude to what their outlook is in the coming months. Wall Street stock investors want them to stop their rate rises sooner rather than later. That's the hope if you're an equity investor. And we'll find out more of that data next week. Oftentimes, we talk about financial planning, but this week, I'd actually like to have a request for my listeners and watchers, viewers. This is the time of year that we start doing our taxes, and we have a lot of clients who use CPAs and tax preparers, and we get asked on a regular basis, who do we recommend? A client might be looking for a new preparer or a CPA, and we have a couple of people that we like to work with. However, a few people have retired or gotten out of business in the last couple of years, and we are a little light on making good introductions. So for you listeners/viewers, if you are working with somebody that you like, trust, and they do a great job, I'd love to hear from you. You can give me a call at 518-499-4565 or shoot me an email at jason@mmwealth. Just looking for their name, where they're located, and why you like them. And if it makes sense, I'll reach out to them, introduce myself, and let them know that I might be sending some clients their way. We do make those introductions and want to make those introductions to people that we know that they do good work. So if you have any questions about anything market related or financial planning related, we're here. We're here to answer your question. Our website is mmwealth.com, and our phone number is 518-499-4565. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.
MacGregor Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC and only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of the firm by the Commission, nor does it indicate the advisor has attained a particular level of skill or ability. Information presented does not involve the rendering of personalized investment advice and should not be construed as an offer to buy or sell or solicitation of any offer to buy or sell the securities discussed. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and there can be no assurance that any investment or strategy will be suitable or profitable for an investor's portfolio. There are no assurances that an investor's portfolio will match or outperform any particular benchmark. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. The tax and legal information contained in the podcast is general in nature. Always consult an attorney or tax professional regarding your specific legal or tax situation.